as we sit down to talk about this, it's about 1,000 degrees outside. It's going to warm up in the studio. I'll tell you guys that right now. So we'll breathe a little sigh of relief here. We had a big thunderstorm go through it. We get some rumbles, just ignore those. But I've got Lucky and Half here. Thank you for coming by. Now, Lucky, I'll let you kind of lead here because you sat beside me. You got some folks here as kind of support. Tell us about who all's here today.
All right, so Yank is my sergeant at arms.
Okay.
He's got to go everywhere I go.
Okay. Tied together, I like that. And you both served in the Corps, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very cool.
And then you got Berserker. He's our treasurer, our accountant.
Okay.
And then Hef is Enforcer.
Okay.
He's a backup sergeant at arms.
Cool. All right. And tell us a little bit about the club. Now, you said Sons of Blackwater is a nationwide club. Is that right?
Yes,
Motorcycle
sir.
club. And you guys have are out at Bribery Branch with your clubhouse, right?
Yes, sir. So, I mean, we're a bunch of vets that want to help vets and help our local community.
Okay.
So, like, past 4 years that I've been around, we've done a thing up in Boston called Project New Hope.
Mhm.
That's for veterans.
Okay.
Came out for Warriors. It used to be with the Dayton Mutter.
Okay.
We led that ride there for 2 years.
Okay.
When my brother Tailgate passed away, we had everything sent donation-wise to the K9 for Warriors in honor of him.
I got to ask a question because I was not in the military. I do consider myself a Patriot, but I wasn't in the military. Do you get the nicknames in the military, or do you get them in the club?
You get them in the club. So
Okay, all right.
When you
Now, I'm not making fun of that. I asked because when they first showed up, I had everybody's first name. I had everybody's kind of real first name, and I started calling them, and it's like, no, they didn't answer. So you guys all have nicknames. Do they come and how do they? Well, I'm going to spend a couple minutes here because I'm interested. I'm a nerd. How does that all like come out?
All right, so you're a prospect for a certain amount of time.
Okay.
That gives you time to fill out the club and the club to fill you out.
Right.
You get to know the club, the club gets to get to know you, and then during that time, they come up with a road name off of things that have happened to you.
Oh, okay. So it's kind of representative of you in general,
Yes,
right? Okay.
yes.
Okay. Lucky, you must be lucky, right? Not unlucky? No, he's unlucky. So it's kind of the anti.
So, well,
Okay.
I got some bad luck, but out of everything that has happened to me, I've came out on the lucky side of it.
Yeah, you're on the upper side of, yeah. Okay.
So-
And Half, you've been kind of quiet. You're the other person with the microphone.
Right.
As in Hefner, as in Hugh Hefner, or what is it?
Yeah, pretty close.
Really?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll have to talk about that maybe off mic. That'll be good. So anyway, they have fun at the club, but part of the motorcycle club, I suspect, is always kind of looking around for ways to give back, right?
Yes.
Right.
So we've also we've donated. We've done a bike night for Gracie Strong.
Okay.
Gracie Phillips out of Churchville.
Okay.
A couple other girls were out there, had cancer too.
Sure.
We donated to them. Waynesboro Moose Lodge done a thing for Diablo and Stanton,
Okay.
and we donated to him. My Nova chapter, they had Vet Visit Task Force come
Sure.
down.
Well,
we've
and
done stuff with them.
And really, I mean, this is something that's part and parcel of the club. I mean, you're always
Yes.
looking for these kinds of things. This isn't just one-off stuff.
No.
Well, and also, I know we're going to talk about Danielle Lunn. She's the local citizen here, local resident here in the local area that's really been set back with some really big medical things. I was looking at this. They're listed on her GoFundMe page. If you look up Danielle Lunn, or when you go to GoFundMe.com, and you type in her name, her last name is Lunn, you could read all about it. There's a bunch of updates. She's even gotten some updates. Sounds like she's doing, I mean, she's had a lot of setbacks, but she's doing better. She's in a good frame of mind, the way it sounds, at least the last I saw, right? Is that correct? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So we got Bug Out outside.
You got who now?
Bug Out, my vice president.
Your vice president. Okay. Well, maybe we can get him in here before the end. Hopefully that we can.
Because he knows a lot more about her than we do.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay. Well, I tell you what. Tell us about. We'll if he's outside, tell him that we'll get to him in a second. That's cool. Telling the rest of the folks here. But tell us, you got a shop that you want us to mention, and we're going to get back into Danielle. We just kind of wanted to set the stage here a second. You got a shop that you guys have put together, and you invite people out to see what you're doing and partake of your work too, right?
Yeah, so the founder during the day, his job is to work on vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
I got a buddy that I personally serve with in the Corps.
Mhm.
He moved down from Indiana.
Okay.
He's a certified Harley tech.
Okay.
And he's running the motorcycle shop. side of it.
Okay, and this is all out of Bribery Branch?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what's it called?
American Pride Automotive.
And you can find that on the internet, I suspect.
Yeah.
Google that thing. All right,
Yep,
American
Google it.
Pride. All right, so we're gonna break here just a second. We had somebody late show, or not? They're not late, but kind of late coming in here before we got started. Who's going to tell us more about what's going on for the ride for Daniel Lynn coming up here? All right, we'll put that in pause. And I'll go out if you don't mind just hanging out.